Hey guys, and welcome back to Professor Layton and the Curious Village. It's been a little while, so I'm glad that this game has a story so far screen. Let's see what we've been up to. The Professor and Luke make their way successfully to Reinhold Manor, where they meet Lady Dahlia. But before they can start talking, a loud noise startles Lady Dahlia's cat, Claudia, who runs off. The Professor and Luke are now forced to find the missing feline. I thought I already found the cat. Ask about the murder. There's been a murder. Probably got all the hint coins last time. Imagine a murder in this very house. It brings a chill to my spine, it does. You're a detective, are you not? Do hurry and find the monster that did this. My good sir, I am no detective, but I agree that your concerns are certainly warranted. No one is safe until that criminal is behind bars. My sentiments exactly. I just don't understand it. Simon could be snide, but he wasn't the type to be hated. If the criminal was after my brother's fortune, I could very well be this fiend's next target. You have a point. If we narrow the motive to stealing the Reinhold fortune, there are few potential suspects. Good gracious, you don't think I'd do something like this now? Simon and I got along very well, I'll have you know. He wasn't very close with Augustus, though. You know, all of this talk of families has me contemplating a puzzle I once heard. His brother's just been murdered, but yeah, let's do a puzzle. Pickering brothers worth 40 pickerets. 6 brothers have gathered around a table to eat dinner. Each of the brothers is prone to fighting with the siblings directly above and below him in age, and can't be seated next to either of them. Also, brothers 3 and 5 got into an argument the other day and refused to sit next to each other. The eldest brother, Brother 1, has already sat down at the big table and is waiting on the others to start eating. Can you find a seating arrangement that will keep everyone from fighting with each other? I'm assuming. So Brother 1 has to be. Okay, so Brother 1 is eldest, Brother 2 is next. Eldest, and he can't sit on either side. Brother 3 can't sit on either side of Brother 2. Then Brother 4 has to be between 1 and 2, but 5 can't be next to 3. Four can't be next to 3 either. Okay. I see the problem. Alright, so 3 and 5 can't sit next to each other, and they can't sit next to the ones that are directly on either side of them. So that didn't work, so if you put him here, then 3 could go in one of these spots. 4 could be one of these ones. Okay, if we go for here, no, that doesn't work because 5 still gets in the way. So 5 can't sit next to 4, 6, or 3, which means he can only sit next to 1 or 2. 1 and 2, actually. Five and 3 sit next to each other, damn you. So 3 can only sit next to 1 and 6. Does that work? 5, 1, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4. That looks like it works to me. Let's check. Directly above and below him in age. Brother 3 and 5. Say 3 and 5 aren't sitting next to each other. 1's not next to 2. 2's not next to 3 and 4. No, 1 and 3. 3's not next to 2 and 4 or 5. 4's not next to 3 or 5. 5's not next to 3, 6 or 4, and 6 is not next to 5. So that works. Sweet. Good job, said the boys as shown, and there shouldn't be any trouble. The mirror image of this seating arrangement is also a valid answer. Finally, a meal in peace. Ah yes, so that's the answer. Thank you for clearing up that puzzle, but we're still no closer to finding Simon's killer. Yeah, well, thanks for wasting my time. I assure you I had nothing to do with it, so please go out and find the real murderer. Of course. I understand your position. It appears I am a suspect too. I'll find out what I can. Matthew, did you notice any strange characters around the manor at the time of the incident? Not a soul, I'm afraid. I didn't even know about Master Simon until Inspector Chelmy showed up. And where is Simon's body now? I didn't see this, but I was told that the inspector carried the body out shortly after arriving. I see. Well, it looks like for the moment we are without a lead on this case. Ah, but you know, I found this in the room where Master Simon's body was discovered. What is this? I'm sorry to say I have no idea, but I thought it might be a clue, so I made sure to hold on to it. Amazing, it's a cog so small that one could search the room and miss it. Look, it has an engraving. Dropped cogs was added to your list of mysteries. A small cog. Now that you mention it, I know a puzzle about an object that almost fits that description. What? Are you joking? A puzzle at a time like this? Find the dot. Worth 30 picarats. You are holding an 8-pointed shape with a red dot on it. If you hold the shape so that the red dot is in the position shown in diagram A, then flip it over, you'll see a black dot as depicted below. Now, assume you are holding the shape as shown on the left side of diagram B. Where will the black dot be when you flip the shape over? Draw a circle around where you think the black dot should go. Okay, so when the red dot is at the top, and you spin it around this way, I suppose it doesn't matter. Anyway, so red dot's at the top here, and this thing is on the left. So if you rotate that, so it's here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so it should be there. It seems too easy though, you know. Wait a minute. Seems too easy to be that one, you know. because if that's oh, let's try this one anyway. 1, 2. Nope, hang on, is it that one? Yeah. Let's try this one. Nope. Alright. Focus on the relationship between points on the front and back sides of the shape. Down to 27 picarats. Okay. Then flip it over, you'll see a black dot as depicted below. So we assume the dots. Hang on. It's got to be on this side, right? On the back when you flip it. Yeah. Okay. So it's actually here. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So it'll be like there then. Then flipped over, so it should still be. Alright, so when the red dot is at the top, this thing is here. So because when you flip it over there, then it'll be on there. So if we rotate that 1, 2, what is it, 3? 1, 2, 3. And it's here. Then it'll be 1, 2, 3. So now it's here. And then we rotate it. So it'll be like there then, yeah. No, that doesn't seem right. Let's grab a hint. If you flip the shape in diagram A, you get the shape shown in the upper right part of the screen. Try to visualize where that black dot is when the white side is up. Diagram B is just a rotated version of diagram A, so you know that the position of the black dot in diagram B must also rotate accordingly. Yeah, okay. So the black dot's here when that's up. 1, 2, 3. So from here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's going to be here then. No, still wrong. Okay. Definitely has to be on the right side. Alright, so I've got a red dot, flip it, and now black dot on the left. Now red dot is here. 1, 2, 3, and then flip it over. Right, okay. So it's actually here. There we go. Yeah, I have trouble visualizing things. Annoying. That's right, take a look at the diagram for the answer. My apologies, but I'm afraid I don't know anything that would aid your investigation. Not at all. This small gear is more than enough for us to go on. But I do wonder why you're giving this to us. I believe you are a good man, Professor. I'm confident you'll put the whole of this puzzle together. I appreciate the vote of confidence, Matthew. Found a strange gizmo. And here's the inspector. Is this everyone who was present at the site of the crime? I believe we are missing Ramon, sir. Ramon? Where is he and what on earth is he doing? Matthew, fetch Ramon at once. To be honest, madam, thinking on it, I've not seen Ramon for a few hours now. What? Don't tell me he was taken as well. No, hold on a moment. He's a suspect too. Perhaps he fled the scene of his crime. Where could he be at a time like this? What if the murderer got Ramon too? Any loose change in the couch? Guess not. Oops. Poor Simon, murdered right here. I'm absolutely terrified. Bring this criminal to justice, I beg you. Wait a moment, Luke. Yes, Professor? There's something I'd like to discuss with Lady Dahlia. It shouldn't take very long at all. Okay, but she's not here, so... Hey, where did Lady Dahlia go? I believe Madam has retired to the adjoining room to relax on her own. She's a strong woman, but it's only natural she'd need to rest after a terrible event like this. Very well then, would you please let her know that I have something I'd like to talk to her about? But of course, Professor, please wait here. Lady Dahlia might act like an ice queen, but I guess even she was shaken by today's events. Luke, if you wish to ever become a true gentleman, you'll need to start showing a little more sensitivity. Oh, of course, Professor, I apologize, that was wrong of me. Madam will see you now. Just head back through that doorway on the left. What a lovely vase. Hint coin, and another one. The floor has been buffed, what does that say? To a glossy shine. The entire garden is visible from this window. Those are some posh curtains. Whoa, I'd better make sure I don't knock that over. Lady Dahlia, I have a deep suspicion this murder is connected to the mystery of the golden apple. What? It's too early to say for sure, but I think that it's highly probable the two matters are linked. And you think that Ramon is somehow involved in all this? Potentially, yes. However, as of yet, we don't have enough information to draw any solid conclusions. I see. If that's the case, I have a request for you, Professor. Find Ramon and bring him back here to me. It sickens me that I am being considered a suspect in this brutal crime. I must prove my innocence at once. As you wish, Lady Dahlia. We will ask around town to see what we can find. I appreciate your help, Professor. Well then, I'll be awaiting the good news in the parlour. Chapter 3. The Missing Servant. Comb St. Mystere for clues about Ramon's disappearance. Look at this picture. What is it, Professor? Oh, isn't that Lady Dahlia? She's holding a baby. That baby must be Baron Reinhold's daughter then. Flora was her name, wasn't it? Gosh, what a cute baby. Lady Dahlia hasn't changed much, has she? You know, Luke, they say true beauty never ages. I suppose so, Professor. But even so, it makes me wonder. Maybe we can ask Lady Dahlia. Maybe we can ask Lady Dahlia about it. Right, looks like that's about it for that room. Pardon me, but we happened upon an adorable picture of you and your daughter Flora a moment ago. I beg your pardon. The picture of you holding a baby, the one that sits in the next room. I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken. I've never had any children. Huh? My apologies, madam. I must have been mistaken. At any rate, time is of the essence here. Go find Ramon and bring him back, would you? If that's not Lady Dahlia in the photograph, then who on earth could it be? I think we'd do well to ask the butler a few questions. Perhaps he can clear this up for us. By the way, Mr. Layton, I hear you're something of a puzzle connoisseur. This puzzle was popular in London when I left. I wonder if you have what it takes to solve it. 5 suspects worth 20 picarats. 5 suspects are called into police headquarters for questioning. They give the following statements. One of the 5 of us is lying. 2 of the 5 of us are lying. I know these guys, and 3 of the 5 of us are lying. Don't listen to a word they say. Out of the 5 of us, 4 are lying, and all 5 of us are dirty, rotten liars. The police only want to release the suspects who are telling the truth. How many people should they let go? Right, I've done this puzzle before. Not this exact one, but like something similar, but not with 5 people. So this is going to be a little bit difficult. Alright. Oh, hang on. Okay, so let's assume that E says all 5 of us are lying. Right, so E can't be telling the truth, because if all 5 of them are liars, then she would be lying, which means none of them would be liars, so it's not E, right? So E at least is lying, so there's at least one liar. D says, don't listen to a word they say. Out of the 5 of us, 4 are lying. So if only 4 are lying, and we know that at least E is a liar, then A would be correct. 1 of the 5 of us is lying. No, so that doesn't make sense. It made sense in my head, but obviously not out loud. This is a difficult one, I'm going to grab a hint. This puzzle might look like a big mess at first, but it's fairly simple when all is said and done. Take E for example, who says everyone is lying. If she's actually telling the truth, then her statement becomes a lie and she must be ruled out. E is a lie for sure, yeah, I got that much, thanks. 1 of the 5 of us is lying. So, if 1 of the 5 of us is lying, which E definitely is, then what A says is the truth. Which means we could have 4 liars. Okay, B, 2 of the 5 of us are lying. And if he's telling the truth, only 1 of the 5 of us is lying. And it's her, then all these people should go free, but they're all saying B says 2 of the 5 of us are lying. I think is it just 1? A? I don't feel like that's right. Oh, it is. Excellent. That's right. Every suspect accused a different number of people. If anyone was telling the truth, it had to be one suspect, no more or less. The only suspect whose statement fits that condition is D. It looks like he's a free man now. Well, I thought it was A, but I still got the answer, so awesome. Oomph. I suppose I should have given you a tougher puzzle to solve. You'd do best to use that brain of yours to find that golden apple everyone is a buzz about. Strange gizmo. At least it didn't make you pick who was the one telling the truth. That would have stuffed me. Some of the most fun from this game is just finding hint coins. Simon Reinhold. Ah, Matthew, do you have a moment? Certainly, sir. How can I help you? It's about the picture of Lady Dahlia upstairs, the one of her holding a small child. Ah, yes, about that old picture. That's not Lady Dahlia, I'm afraid. That's a picture of Baron Reinhold's former wife. But I certainly understand why you would mistake one for the other. They were virtually identical in their appearance, their gesture, and even in the way they moved. So that photo isn't of Lady Dahlia, but of an earlier wife of the Baron. Wow, imagine finding someone who looks much like you. What are the odds? Is there a chance the two were relatives of one another? I've never heard anything to suggest as much, sir. It just happened one day. The Baron arrived home, and at his side was Lady Dahlia. I'm sorry to say that's all I really know about the matter. Not at all. You've been most helpful. Thank you, Matthew. How odd. The more I hear, the stranger the whole affair starts to sound. So either she was the baby or she had like her memory wiped or something. It's the cat. Well, these are Simon's glasses, but how on earth did they end up out here? This could be a clue. This could be a key clue in the investigation. I think it best if we brought this to Inspector Chelmy. What's the matter, Mr. Layton? Inspector, take a look at these. These glasses belong to Simon. We found them out in the garden. What the? I imagine they simply fell off the body when it was being carried out of the village. Besides, if you have enough time to manage the village lost and found, shouldn't you be searching for the Reinhold inheritance or whatever it is you're supposed to be doing? Of course, if you continue to interrupt my investigation, I have some ideas about what you can do. My sincerest apologies, Inspector. I don't like that Chelmy one bit. He reeks of smoke and he's so full of himself, and the way he treats you, Professor, it's just too much. Luke, my boy, pay it no mind. Right now we have other priorities. Let's go ask around town and find Ramon. Wonder if there'll be any new hint coins out here. Guess not. Hello there. Look at you fretting away there, whatever's the matter. Sorry to trouble you, but did you see Ramon around here today? He was here until just a while ago. No, I can't say I've seen him today, which is strange considering how often he sneaks off the job. But enough of that. I hear you're quite an ace with puzzles. Would you mind helping me out with the puzzle I've been mulling over? Oh, right now. We're sort of in the middle of something right now. But if you insist. One-liner puzzle 1 with 30 picarats. Have you heard of one-line puzzles? The idea is to place your pen to paper and draw a shape without lifting your pen from the pad or retracing any part of the line. You can, however, cross lines. Now that you're familiar with the concept, look at the 4 pictures below. One of them cannot be drawn with one line. Which is it? Alright. Let's does that count as redrawing, do you reckon? Because I reckon that works. It seems my calibration's a bit off. Oh, it's possibly the car. I think I'm doing it wrong if I can draw all of them. I think it might be the house. Yeah, I think it's the house because I can't seem to get this done. I'm going to say it's the house. Sick. Very nice. There's actually a very easy way to tell whether or not a given picture has been drawn in one stroke. This method will be revealed to you after you solve one more of these riddles. That's some fine work there. I was stuck on this puzzle for I don't know how long. Ah, you there, boy. I just had a terrible vision of you running into a trouble tonight. So be careful out there, alright? Well, that was a welcome piece of news. The sass. But don't worry about me, because I don't scare easily. Let's head into town to find Ramon. You there, you seen Ramon? Hey, you two, what you up to? Let me in on the secret. I got it, don't tell me. I told you I got it. Out searching for somebody, huh? Hitting the streets for info, yeah? But sorry, I haven't seen your man. Are you sure you didn't see or hear anything that might help us? Nah, I got nothing for you. Quit asking me about it, sheesh. I see. Well, in any case, thank you for your time. Oh yeah, and good luck with your crazy search. 2 crazy kids on a crazy search, right? Right. Nah, but definitely do not go poking around the tower on the north side of town. Got it? Yeah, you got it. The tower on the north side of town How do you even get to that part of town? Do you remember that clock tower in the square? I believe you must pass through it to get to the north side of town. Let's go check it out. He's like snitching but trying not to snitch. That's the clock tower you're talking about, right, Professor? Yes, quite right. Someone's standing under the entrance. See if this guy has a puzzle first. Is it true what they're saying about a murder at Reinhold Manor? A murder in our little village. The very thought gives me goosebumps, and a great idea for a novel. Oh, excuse my insensitivity. I'm just always on the lookout for new ideas. How can I help you? We're looking for Ramon. Have you seen him around? No, I can't say I've seen him today. But if your search around town has turned up nothing, he's probably at the park or in the tower. You know, somewhere the villagers don't normally go. The tower, huh? Oh, you should stay as far away from that tower as possible. There are all sorts of bad rumours about it. It sure seems that way. We keep running into people who say that. Just what are the rumours? Just, bad stuff. There's something really scary about that tower. This is gonna look weird on the layout. Hey there, you've been pretty busy solving puzzles, yeah? If you want to pass through here, you need to have solved at least 12 puzzles first. But it looks like you've already done that. Well, I guess I just lied to you then. If you really want to pass through here, you're also going to have to solve one more puzzle. Number 35, strange dots. Worth 20 picarats. The dice below look normal enough, but if you look carefully, you should see a pattern start to emerge. You know the following: A equals 0, B equals 9, C equals 6. So what does D correspond to? 0. No, it's 3. So if we say like 12, 3, 6, 9, or 0 even. But it's like a clock, so 9, 6, 3. That was an easier one. I suppose they have to make it easy to continue the story. That's right, the dots on each die represent the hands on an analog clock. Way to go. You've earned it, mister, so come on through. Are you still after that scary cat? We are looking for one of the Reinhold's employees now. He's a man by the name of Ramon. You haven't seen him about, have you? Ramon, huh? Yeah, I think I might have. Oh gosh, where'd I see that guy? Maybe you're better off asking someone else. Go ask Lucy. She's standing under the clock tower. Found a strange gizmo. We can finally pass through the clock tower to the north side of town. How exciting. I can't wait to see what's in store for us there. I'm just going to go back real quick. I want to see if there's any extra puzzles like around here. Oh, what the heck was that sound? Grah, oh, I have just had it. Would someone please stop that awful racket? What's the matter, sir? Who are you calling sir? I'm a young man. Ah, but never mind that, I'm furious. That sound, that horrible noise, I can't get a wink of sleep at night. Used to be the tower only made noise every once in a while, but recently it's been roaring non-stop. How am I supposed to sleep? You hear me, you big jerk of a tower? How am I supposed to sleep? Please calm yourself, sir. Do you have any idea what the source of that deafening din is? You know, now that you mention it, I don't have the slightest clue about that. I've heard it's the roar of a huge monster that lives up in the tower, but who knows? So the noise is coming from the tower, is it? Any puzzles around here? Tee-hee-hee. That guy gets so worked up that he turns red like a tomato. He looks so dumb. Wonder if he has a puzzle for me. Grah, I have just had it. Would someone please stop that awful racket? What about in the park? Anything up here? Guess not. What about in the restaurant? This doesn't look familiar. So I hear you two are into puzzles. I can tell, it's obvious from the way you're ogling these coins. You can smell it, can't you? Well, you're right, there's a puzzle in these coins. Have a look. Puzzle 25, equilateral triangle worth 25 picarats. In the drawing below, 10 coins are arranged to form an equilateral triangle. The triangle is pointing up right now, but can you get it to point down by moving 3 of the coins? I've done something like this before. Oops. This was not correct at all. Point down by moving 3 of the coins. There we go. Got it.
Here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to success.
That's right. The interesting thing about this puzzle is the way the whole triangle changes shape with the simple shifting of a few coins. The trick is to think about the corners on the first triangle. Then it's easy to see the changes you need to make. Yep, it's just as I thought. You guys are a bunch of puzzle nuts. St. Mystere is full of puzzle lovers like you two, but not all of them are nice like me. Watch your back. I feel like I haven't been in here before. Oops. Hey there, gents. Out looking for something again? We were called to St. Mystere to locate the golden apple. We came all the way from London, but we keep getting sidetracked by unrelated matters. We haven't made any progress in our investigation. Sorry to hear things aren't going smoothly. Well, you like puzzles, don't you? You'll fit right in here. I'm breaking a sweat here trying to keep things together. Would you mind helping me out with the problem? I have some milk I need to divvy up, but my measuring cup seems to have grown legs and walked away. Do you have any ideas how I might get myself out of this little pickle? Milk pick pictures worth 50 big rats. It's going to be a tough one, I think. On the counter we have a 10-quart pitcher full of milk, an empty 7-quart pitcher, and an empty 3-quart pitcher. The pitchers are unmarked, and your task is to divide the 10 quarts of milk so that both the 10-quart pitcher and the 7-quart pitcher are holding exactly 5 quarts each. Yeah, that didn't work. Did the wrong thing there. Damn it, I felt like I was on a roll, but I only got 6 again. Alright, 8, 2. There we go. Do I get the full 50? Or is it based on how many moves you used? No, I got the full 50. Cool. Well done. If you keep at it long enough, you'll eventually come across a solution. The shortest possible solution requires 9 moves. I think I had like 20 odd or something, so not too bad. Thanks a bunch. Now I can finally start on those scones. There must be some way I can return the favour. Well, this being a restaurant and all, come by and eat whenever you like. It's on the house. Alright, we'll head back up to the tower. And I'm going to save and call it an episode there. So I'd like to thank you for joining me for this episode of Professor Layton and the Curious Village. I know we're not progressing through it at anything resembling lightning pace, but hopefully you guys are enjoying the long episodes with some puzzle solving and silly voices. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.